Welcome to the Iberostar Waves Málaga Hotel. I'm in Andalusia, in Spain. In fact, two of us are staying in this lovely room for 10 nights, and we're here as part of a Jet2 Holidays package deal. So in this segment of the film, I'm just going to show you the room, and this is as we have just arrived at the hotel. It's evening, so there's not anything to see really outside because it's dark, and there ain't anything to see outside anyway when you see what there is to see outside. But, by the by, I'm not going to go through prices and things like that in this segment of the film. I'm just going to show you the room as it is when we arrive. Right, let's crack on. So that is the door that I just came in. Just here is the bathroom, and here is the wardrobe. So the wardrobe is big. In fact, there is a single wardrobe there, a tall one, so good if you've got long dresses in that part of the wardrobe there. In this part of the wardrobe here is shelving, so all your clothing, that's t-shirts and pants and socks and shorts, etc. on here. And there is a safe. It's not free to use, it costs €3 per day, and you've got to get the code from reception. I think that could be better. On this side, we've got two drawers for storage space, short. This is a t-shirt wardrobe essentially on this side, or shirts, and more storage up there, but there is a lot of storage altogether. And that's it, so you've got like a triple wardrobe essentially, just there. Just here is probably electric stuff, yeah, we won't touch that. And on that side, to point out, is the electric key card. I did put that in when I got here before I started filming, so that wasn't there when we arrived in the room. Now, I want to point something out. That's the door to go to outside, and this is the door to the bedroom. So if you've got both doors closed, you've got good insulation from sound in the corridor, and that is good. Right, so into the room. First things first, a couple of light switches and the air conditioning unit. The aircon's currently off. It's reasonable temperature. It's April. It doesn't feel too warm or cold. It just feels all right actually. You've got a bedside table, and you've got a plug socket next to the bed, and you've got lighting, and it's two single beds next to each other, so it's really, really big. It's good actually. On this side it's just the same, and over here, what's this different thing just here? I'm not quite sure what that is. It's something to put your headphones in. Not really sure what it is, but there you go. And the drawers are just storage drawers. Very nice, big, comfy chair just there. I mean, that's massive. It's wide. It's enough for two people, or bariatric. It's a huge chair, a good sized chair. Table, and then a smaller, comfy chair, and then you've got a luggage storage area just here. You've got a dressing table with chair, and that could be a desk, it could be anything, and you've got one of these just here for water. No complimentary water in the room. Flat screen, Samsung TV. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more plug sockets down there. Ka-ching! You can charge everything up basically. It's good. And then there's a mirror here. There is a tall lamp just there, and then there is the balcony. So this is where the disappointment kicks in. I'm trying to work out how to get through. All right, so I haven't been out on the balcony, but if you can see that, there's no sea view. In fact, there's no view at all. It's a nice big balcony with a lovely view of the car park. Yeah, not brilliant to be honest. So this is quite disappointing. I'm not sure if all of this is our hotel. I'll find that out tomorrow. But yeah, this is a bit of a disappointment. I was really hoping for something of a view. And in fact, just to point out, because it is an end balcony, it's actually bigger than the other ones on the side of us. Okay, so this is the room. I'm going to give a slow spin of it one final time before heading on. Let's have a look in the bathroom. Okay, so the bathroom is nice and bright and clean and white and cream and blue and grey. Now the flashing that you can see is down to my camera. It is not the lights in the bathroom. The lights in the bathroom are not flashing. The camera, the GoPro, can't handle some LED bulbs, so don't be put off by the flashing. I get comments on this, so I'm just emphasising that point. So just to show you what we've got in the bathroom, got the bidet, yes! Going to be clean this week. Got toilet, which is a very low toilet. I am going to say that's a very low toilet. And then there's the toilet rolls. You've got paper tissues, Valera hairdryer for those people who wish to preen, double fonts. And then there's the shaving mirror just there, inconveniently distant from the sink where you'll be shaving. Weird. A couple of bobbly hooks there for hanging your things on. And the shower is over the bath, my least favourite arrangement. I would have preferred just a straight shower cubicle. But yeah, it looks tidy enough. There is a grab rail, and that is a big positive, and there is a textured surface on the bottom of the bath for slipping. And you get Cosmos Organic shampoo, body wash and hair conditioner. Ooh. Towels look a little bit on the thin side. You can hire towels for the pool and the beach, etc. And when I say hire, it's actually a deposit system, so you do get it back, but it's quite expensive. I think it's about €20 a towel. So you must remember not to lose it. A couple more plugs over there too. Plug City. Right, it's pretty good. So this is just the initial room review. So the order in which you're going to see this film is the outside of the hotel, which you've already seen, and the reception. Coming up to this room, now we've got the room review, and in the next segment of the film, I'm going to talk to you about what this cost and what we got included. Right. I need to unpack. I'm ready up now. Need a beer. See you in a bit, folks. So just the next day, and this is what we saw last night. That's the car park, which is for these flats. And none of this is connected to the hotel. This is all completely separate. So just pointing out, that is our room balcony from the street. And that's the zoomed out version. So I'm just getting the lift down towards the pool from the Luby bar. Quite comical. It's a decent sized lift. You get a pushchair or a wheelchair in there easily. Well, just to confirm that it's flipping freezing, but I'm braving it. there's the swimming pool at night time.
Anyway, let's have some midweek reflections. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to say that the staff have been pretty brilliant. Most of them have been really good with customer service and have spoke English perfectly well. I felt very welcomed. You get a buenos dias every single day. Everyone seems to be really polite and wants you to have a good time. It's April, we're here for Easter week, and there's been plenty of sunbeds, so even though the hotel is allegedly full, and I'm not convinced that it is, there have been plenty of sunbeds left over, so that's good. The swimming pool has been really, really nice, but very cold. But there is a downside to it. A good thing is that there's no inflatables allowed in the pool, but a bad thing is that footballs and beach balls and other balls are allowed in the pool. So if you're trying to have a swim, you get these balls flying past you, and it's a bit of a pain, to be honest. The other thing to note is that even though the pool is cold and there haven't been that many people in, it only takes about 15 to 20 people in there to make it feel like it's quite busy. Even though it's a big pool, it does actually feel though it's a lot busier than what it is. So I can imagine in peak season, it's probably going to be like sardines in there. Food's been very good, breakfast has been great, apart from baked beans, which have been cold every single day. And scrambled eggs is usually barely warm, so that is a bit off-putting, but everything else has been really, really nice. So we even had salmon today, so pretty good. The hotel is plastic free, so there is no plastic bottles anywhere in the hotel. And in fact there are free water machines to use around the hotel, and some of them also dispense sparkling water. So that's really good. So midway through the week there is one significant negative that I need to mention, and that is the beds. Okay. Beds are so uncomfortable, it's unreal. They are rock hard. I've had a rubbish sleep every single night. Woke up with backache, hips aching. We went to reception and asked if there was anything they could do about it, like a mattress topper, and they put an extra quilt on top of the mattress, which did improve it slightly, but it's still really, really hard. It's not a comfortable bed, and that's such a shame. There's been entertainment each night so far. It's been alright. It's your average entertainment fare that you get in tourist resorts, in hotels. You know, you've got a magician one night, you've got a singer another night, that sort of thing. It's alright, you know. I mean, you've seen one, you've seen them all, but it's there, it's okay. Pretty negative thing though about the entertainment space is that there just aren't enough chairs. So if you want to sit and watch it, it's very difficult. You've got to get there early, which means you've got to eat early. So that's been a bit of a negative. But with that said, I don't feel like it's had a massive detraction on the holiday, because I'm not that bothered about watching it. Got one more negative I'm going to raise at this point, and that is I'm still not happy about having to pay for the safe. I think that's an absolute rip-off. You shouldn't have to pay extra to feel that your valuables are secure. I think that's pretty wrong in this day and age, and I think Iberostar need to really review that. I'm going to finish though this review on a positive. That is that I've noticed that disabled access around the hotel is pretty damn good. There's ramps everywhere, and there's lifts obviously as well. And between the ramps and the lifts, if you are step free, you can get around the hotel. However, it's not always the most direct route. So just be warned and be aware of that. Sometimes you've got to go a little bit of a circuitous route to get from A to B. Right, I'll come back to you at the end of the holiday. See you then. Well, it's the end of the stay, and it's been a really nice holiday. I've very much enjoyed my time here, despite some of the negatives, and there aren't that many. But I do have to begin by saying the biggest negative at this hotel is the beds. I cannot wait to get in my own bed, to be quite honest. I've had terrible sleeps every night, and that has been a real shame because it is a really nice hotel. I think other than that, the things I mentioned in my midweek review still stand. The staff are great, plenty of sunbeds, pool's cold, but it does feel very busy when there's only a few people in there. The water machines have been great, saved us quite a lot of money in buying water and things like that. And the towels that you get when you're at the swimming pool are really nice as well. You've got to pay a deposit on them, but they are really nice towels. And the staff have been great. We've managed to extend our room on the last day until 4 o'clock. It's cost €55, and I did have to argue it a little bit because I didn't want to do it. But I got told yesterday I could, and then I got told today I couldn't. But in the end, they've allowed me to do it, and I'm glad about that because we're not flying till the evening, so it would have been a bit of a bummer getting changed and stuff like that. So overall, I think this is a really great hotel. I've enjoyed all aspects of it, apart from the beds. Now, Torrox itself is a pretty quiet resort town. There's not much going on around here. It's got a nice little seafront. There's a couple of nice little places. If you like your craft beer, there's a bar called Olga's behind me, kind of over there. Other side of that tennis courts and basketball court. That's great. That's a nice little place. Would I come again? I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like I've seen Torrox now. Been to Nerja, been to Torre del Mar. I feel like I've explored this neck of the woods reasonably well. And I don't think I'd stop at this hotel again purely because of the beds. And it's nothing else. It's just the beds. And that's a real shame. But I've got to be honest with you. When I'm on holiday, I want to have nice, restful sleeps. And I just haven't. So that's an unfortunate, but I have to be honest with you about it. I've told you the positives and I have to be honest about the negatives as well. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed the film. Hope this helps you make some decisions for yourself. Catch you next time, folks. The film that you've just watched is a Moss Travel Media production, and you can find more like them by going to www.mosstravel.tv. Thank you so much for supporting my YouTube channel and watching my film. It's hugely appreciated. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel by going to youtube.com/Stuart Moss. Hit the red subscribe button. When you've done that, a little bell will appear. If you hit the bell, then you'll also get notifications about any future travel films which I upload. If you like my travel films, then you might also like my second channel, which is about home and garden. Please have a look for that channel. You'll find it at www.mosshomeandgarden.co.uk, and if you like what you see, please give that a subscribe also. If you'd like to connect with me as Moss Travel Media on other social media, then you'll find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Moss Travel. That's the page. And if you'd like to connect with the profile, then the profile is Moss Travelog. If you'd like to connect with me on Instagram to see my travel photography, where I'm up to, what stories I'm telling, then go to instagram.com/Stu Moss or do a search for user Stu Moss. If you'd like to connect on Twitter, I'm at Moss Travel TV. On Pinterest, I'm Moss Travel Media, which is pinterest.co.uk/Moss Travel TV. On Tumblr, I'm stuartmoss.tumblr.com, or just do a search for Moss Travel Tumblr. On WordPress, I'm wordpress.com/view/MossTravelTV.wordpress.com, or do a search for Moss Travel Media on WordPress. And on vContactor, you can find me by going to vk.com/Moss Travel Media, or doing a search for Stuart Moss. If you'd like to contact me about film usage or any other issue, please just email me on mosstraveltv@gmail.com. And once again, thank you for watching and for your support. I really do appreciate it. I wish you all the best of days, happy travels and bon voyage.